Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's weekend as well as New Year's Day. And I thought I would do my Garnier dark spot corrector review really quickly. I know I said I was going to do it after 2 weeks and then 4 weeks and 6 weeks. It has been about 6 weeks altogether. I caught myself trying to do these and then not really doing them, if that makes any sense. I would say that to get the results that you want in 4 weeks would really take you 6 weeks, if that makes any sense. That's why I've just kind of prolonged it, because there's some mornings I wake up and I feel like, wow, this is really helping my dark spots, and then some mornings where I'm like, this isn't doing anything, and then the next morning I'm like, wow, that looks really faded, and the following morning I feel like it's not doing anything. I have just gone back and forth on this product, and I really don't. It is helping. It is helping a little bit. It is not anything like, oh, my spots are gone. The pigment on the spots has become lighter, and it has taken a full 6 weeks just to get to that point. So I know, 2 weeks it was like your skin's supposed to be brighter. Well, I never follow claims of brightness, because how do you judge that? I mean, I don't, my skin looks bright all the time, I guess. I don't know, I don't think brightness is a factor that you can judge on. So 2 weeks I would say nothing. 4 weeks I would say very light fade. If I don't really know how you could even judge this. The way that I have done it is just by sight and then by how my foundation covers, to really judge how much of the pigmentation is being erased or lightened. So 4 weeks I was seeing a little bit of a lighter fade. Now, like I said, I've done it by sight. I did take a before picture and I have yet to post it to my blog, but I will post it on there so you guys can see it. And I'll also put the link to my blog down below. Mind you, I do not update on there the way that I should. I do not stay on top of it the way that I should. I started it with the hopes of doing my outfit of the days, pictures and stuff like that, and then just doing my beauty reviews. And I do not do it. I do not keep up with it the way that I need to. So that should probably be my New Year's resolution this year, is just to keep up with my blog like I keep up with my channel. Anyhow, so I have a picture before of the spots that I'm trying to fade. They are like, I don't even think you can see them. They're light freckles that are in here, as well as a larger one right in here. I don't even think you can see it because I put foundation over it, but it's right about here. There's it's not a freckle, it's more of a, I guess, an age spot right there. And then I've got several freckles in here. I know there's one here that I concentrate on, as well as one here that I concentrate on too, but I've got a lot of them right in here. And I just wanted them, lightened to the point where my foundation would cover them nicely. Because what I found myself doing was I'd put my foundation on and then I'd go back to those areas and put more foundation. And then sometimes, like this one, I would put concealer. And then when I put my blush on, it would almost erase everything that I've done, and you could see my blush and you could see all of those spots coming through my foundation, or whatever I've put on my blush. And I think the reason for that was a chemical change, hormonal change when I had my son, because it just got so much worse after that. I've always had them. Since I was a child, I've always had, light freckles, and they've never bothered me. For a long time, I just wore moisturizer, like tinted moisturizer, and let them shine through. Then as I got older, the darker they became, the more foundation I started using. I really do like the look of a flawless face, and I know, everybody dreams of that. Well, I really like that porcelain, I have very pale skin, so I like the look of that porcelain skin kind of, look. And I feel like my dark spots, now they're not freckles anymore, they're now dark spots, don't give me that when I have my makeup on, because they, shine through. So that was the purpose of using this. Now I went with this because I did not want to have to go to the dermatologist and get all this stuff done and all these creams and topical things prescribed just, to get to where I wanted to be. I wanted to see if I could take care of it on my own with a store-bought product. And this is supposed to be like vitamin C, and I know it's a heavy dose of vitamin C because I put it on at night. It says to wear it twice a day, morning and night. If you put it on under your makeup, your makeup rolls off. So, you know, wherever I had put it on in the mornings, my foundation, when I would put it on top, would literally just, you know when your makeup rolls off, like it peels off and you can see it. That's what it was doing. So I wouldn't recommend wearing it during the day. Your makeup's not going to stay on your face. At night, I'm only putting it on the spots, and I was doing it very lightly, like a little bit the first week, and then I realized, you know what, I don't know how that's going to even work, especially when I lay down. It rubs off on my pillow because my pillow is stained. It's orange. It's got orange like spots on it. So, you know, it's some form of orange vitamin C or lemon or whatever vitamin C. It's stained like that funky color, and there are little spots all over. Washes out. I have no problems. You know, I like to wash my sheets every 3 times that we have slept on them. So sometimes twice a week. I know that sounds a little crazy, but anyhow, so I would wait like 3 days and then wash my pillow, and it's fine. It comes off and everything. There's no stains, but it does, you know, just warning to those of you who want to use it. Now my sheets are a very pale, kind of light baby blue. I don't like dark sheets at all. Every little fleck of anything shows up. Like, you know, if you have red sheets or black sheets, you have a piece of lint, it shows up on there. Every little hair, you know, everything shows up on sheets like that. So I don't like any, or even rugs, those colors. So my sheets always have to be either white or that pale, kind of icy light blue. Those are easy for me to get stains out of. If, you know, at one point in my life, I had such severe allergy issues that my nose would bleed in my sleep. And I know that's kind of weird, but it would get on my pillow. And so I learned white, I could bleach the, you know, the blood out. If I had any, like I used to have baby pink sheets, and those kind of stained a lot. I don't know why. The light blue worked really well for me. Not that, you know, we stain our sheets a lot or anything. It's just you get stains like from, you know, the oils on your face or whatever on your pillows, and that is what I'm talking about in regards to this. So anyhow, if you have light colored sheets, it should do fine. It should wash out all right. Of course, dark colored sheets would probably conceal that too. So sheets basically have nothing to do with this, and I just went off on a tangent and for no reason. That's ridiculous. Anyway, whatever. I have noticed a little bit, it's like a faint difference. I can put my foundation on and I don't have to go back over and conceal it. Now, what I do notice is if I wear cream blush and I apply cream blush onto the planes of my face, I can see the dark spots through that. If I am using regular blush, then, you know, I'm fine. But to me, it just seems like if I put my foundation on, anything I put on top, they poke through. I'm not sure. So that's what I'm trying to combat. So 6 weeks into this is how much I have used. The top part has all pretty much been squeezed out to here, and this is what I have left. So I would say I've got at least 6, maybe 8 weeks left of product, and then, you know, we'll see if they are still as dark as they are now. They're not as dark as they were when we started, but if they are still this kind of tone that they are now, they're not, like this one is not dark brown like it was. It is a little lighter brown for comparison. If this was like Max Espresso color, like a dark brown, it is now a cork brown, if that makes any sense. It's just a lighter brown, not as dark. And yes, it was that kind of shade of brown. So, works fairly well. I'm not exactly sure if in the long term it just kind of, you know, is like for now and it will bounce back later and become dark again. I'm not sure how that works, but for now it is fading a little bit. It's not as quick acting as, you know, I would have hoped so, or I would have hoped for. The other thing too that I can tell you is I exfoliate almost every day. If I don't exfoliate every day, it's every other day, and that's because my skin needs a break, but I exfoliate every day. Now, I am not one of those people that swear by a Clairsonic or anything like that. I go the old Buff Puff route, the cheapy, you know, dollar face sponge that's kind of coarse. I use that with just a skin cleanser, and what I do is I wash my face first to get the makeup off, and then I go back with my Buff Puff and I will, you know, exfoliate. And like I said, I do that almost daily. If it's not daily, it is every other day. And that, you know, in here and then my nose and my forehead. And I really do, you know, I wash my face twice, it gets the makeup off, I exfoliate, it cleans off the dead cells. I really do think that's why I have very, very little acne and very, very little skin kind of, you know, impurities. As well as, you know, my skin is never dry. I have very oily skin, but it's never dry. I never have flakes or anything, but I think that's the exfoliation. So while I'm using this, I am kind of, you know, exfoliating those areas pretty religiously, so I think that has a lot to do with it too. Exfoliation is key to a lot of things. Then this, and it works well, like I said. If you don't have too much to fade, it's great. It does take a little while. If you have dark spots and you're like really thinking or wanting them to go away, I would suggest get something even stronger. My next purchase after this will probably be the Clinique Dark Spot, the Even Better or Dark Spot Corrector or whatever, the one with the egg and the dark spots are gone. That is the one that I want to try next, and I may even buy it and just try it without finishing this to see what it does. But that's the one next. If you have a suggestion or a better option than that Clinique one, put it down below so I can check it out. Because like I said, it's doing well for a drugstore product. It's not doing great by any means. It's doing good. It has faded somewhat, but I do want to fade a little bit more. So let me know, and I will talk to you later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.